you doubt me. Anxiety, depression, yeah, my brain is getting clouded. The voices in my head and every single one I'm shouting. She said if you really love me, you gotta prove it. But I'm steady trying to prove to the world that I can do it. Young black man, I feel like I don't stand a chance.
What's up, YouTube? It's KJ, and I'm back with another video. And today I got a very special guest with me.
I don't know what's special.
My brother, definitely special. My brother from Houston, Texas. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let him do his own intro. Tell the people where you from, man.
Houston, Texas, born and raised, inner city, north side of Houston. Acres Home.
Acres Home.
That's what you was looking for?
That's what I was looking for. Yes, sir.
Foes up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But been a very good friend of mine for a very long time. Went to school together over 10 plus years now, and you know, this is our first time, man. This is our first time linking up on this type of activity. You know, we took trips together, things like that, but that's neither here nor there. Today we are here for a special purpose. This guy's doing something perfect. When I say perfect, I mean it's perfect because it involves the youth. So he's doing something impactful with the youth, and you know, we're just gonna get into it. Talk a little bit today. You know, pick his brain, see, you know, what's his next goals and things like that.
Yeah.
So my first question: what is it that you do, and what are you in particular known for?
Well, what I do is I'm a husband. I'm a father first. Been married going on 7 years.
Congrats.
4 kids. Appreciate it. And I mentor. I coach. And I give back to the youth. That was my purpose. You know, coming out of college, and just doing whatever I can to be a positive influence on students/athletes. So I use sports as a tool to be able to do that.
And so, with that, you are in the Houston area. Have you always coached in the Houston area?
No, not necessarily. I'm always, I mean, Houston is always home, but as far as coach, I've coached. And what do you mean by coach? Like train or just
I haven't even
high school.
I'm not even speaking on training.
You're not speaking on training.
Nah,
okay.
But we're gonna get into that.
Okay.
But I want you to explain. You've been to multiple different high schools, and so I want you to explain the area region of those 2 high schools that you coached at.
Oh yeah, my first location. I started off as middle school.
Okay, middle school.
I started off as middle school. Again on the north side of Houston. Was there 3 years and watched kids. You know, that's the age where kids try to figure out who they are within their sports. But the goal is to influence and impact the best that I can, and then went over to a high school on the west side of Houston, and was there for 4 years, and that was my first high school stop, and had some titles there as far as, you know, starting off as a DB assistant to assistant head coach, defensive coordinator, and then now I'm back on the north side of Houston, where same thing. Coaching and doing what I can to impact kids through sports. And then with school I'm in now, these kids have been playing football since the age of 4 or 5, whenever they can start flag, and all the way up. And this year I saw the difference of a community when community starts young, because these kids have been playing since the age of 6 years old, and you have all the way up until now, you have seniors who've been playing football together since 6 years old, and that builds camaraderie, that builds community, and that builds, you know, dedication, because you've been knowing this person or this kid for, you've been playing on the same team with this friend for so long. Like, so much bond has been built between that time and that time spent within the sport. So yeah, it's a big difference. Big difference where I'm at now.
And the biggest thing is you working with such a broad and a range of kids. As far as ethnicities, you've dealt with it all, as far as Hispanics to blacks to whites. You've done it all. And with you being, would you consider yourself a role model in their lives?
I mean, that's my goal. That's what I try to be. I try to be the best role model I can be, because not even just to them, but the kids that I encounter that are just regular students. I don't just give just to a particular student. Oh, you play athletes, I'm gonna pour in, to you and not pour into the regular student. Like, I try my best to be a positive role model wherever I'm at. So to those kids that I'm have relationships within the hallways, and they're not involved in extracurricular activities, and so I try to be a role model to all students. Like, any student can, if they want to, they can come talk to Coach Wallace about anything. So.
Okay. And I know you big on your faith, God first, and that's something that you have instilled into your brand. And we're gonna talk about your brand, but I just want to get a little grasp and a little bit of hold on to, how are you handling each kid? Is every kid, you handling them the same way, or it's kid by kid basis, and I just want to get a little grasp on it before I dig deep into it.
Definitely can't handle every kid the same, because every kid has came up in a different background.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So
Correct.
So I'm able to relate to a lot of kids because I also grew up in that type of background. And so, but all kids have different types of issues. They have different type of stories, and so I try to be able to relate to them, to whatever situation they're going through, whether that's positive or negative. So.
Okay. And that's the biggest thing. It's kind of hard right now in this day and age to kind of get kids to gravitate towards you, because they all want to be in the streets. They all got their own motives. Money is obviously a big motive, but you got kids that's chasing girls, and you just got different things. Every kid got different motives, and some parents aren't there for their kid. You step in and be that father figure. You're that role model, and it's big for you to be a positive impact for those kids, and not just for the black kids, but for the Mexican kids, the white kids, all races. You got to be that father figure for them. You got to be that positive role model. So you're doing a very beautiful thing, man. And I just want to give you flowers while you're here. So the next thing is you started a brand, and you've been living by this brand for quite a long time. You got clothing out, you got wristbands out. Tell the people about your brand, man.
Well, it started off, I got it from a Bible verse in a hotel room, James 4:10, be humble before the Lord and he'll make you great. And the idea just popped in my head, let's be great football. And so it was one of them things. I was 25, 26 years old, idea comes to the mind and you want to attack it right then and there and do what you can with it. And so that was one of them things, because I personal train from youth. I've trained collegiate Division I FBS players to NFL players, CFL players, you name it. So all in the city of Houston, and during that time frame, I was just coaching and training and just doing whatever I can to spread God's message. And the biggest thing is being humble. Like being humble, especially within this sport. Well, not this sport, but through all sports. I'm just saying this sport because being a football player. But when you see success, you can easily get egoed out,
right.
And especially in this generation with social media, Twitter, and especially if you end up going viral, those things can get to your head. But at the same time, I'm teaching athletes, you train like you're the last player on the bench, regardless of the success that you see, because the training that you're putting in you shouldn't be surprised when you have success, because you worked on this, you worked on your craft, you outworked everybody. And so it's just having a mindset of staying humble, staying grinding, stay working.
And as far as Let's Be Great, how big do you want this to be? Are you continuing to push this out? Like, what's your goal, and what do you vision with this?
My goal would to be definitely push it out. My goal with this would be having a facility. You know, having a facility to be able to train athletes whenever I want to, give athletes something to do as far as after school program. You know, it ain't necessarily got to be one-on-one, but it's a facility where, you know, youth, adolescents can come to this gym, work out. There can be all types of programs, you know, as far as, you know, studies, you know, if you want to come here and just study for a little bit, because you gotta be a student first before you be an athlete, you know, in order to be on the court or the field. And so, hey, I can go to Coach Wallace's gym to have like a time to myself, an hour to myself, to be able to study, catch up on work, etc. You know what I'm saying? Anything just to keep kids busy and keep kids doing things that on what's right within their studies or within their sport.
Yeah. And so you've trained a bunch of people. You've trained a bunch of people. You've worked beside. It's the police, bro.
I know.
You know.
I am from Vegas home, man.
Vegas home. You hear that a lot. Yeah. Okay. So, you've trained beside some of the greatest trainers. I don't know if you want to put this out there or not, but. I mean, yeah. I don't know what y'all relationship is right now, but.
Yeah, I mean,
am I allowed to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you once worked with what was the speed guy? Footwork King.
Footwork King, yeah.
Yeah. So you were with him at one point, and then I guess you guys separated. Y'all, you know, you doing your own thing, and whatever he doing over there, you know, love to it. I don't even know if he's still doing anything or not. But you've worked with some of the best athletes around the area, you know, and. Is high school, is that the biggest goal for you? Is that what you're reaching for?
I mean, first off, going back to the Footwork King, shout out to Rashad Footwork King, because I played in Germany, and so he actually trained me after I graduated from SBU. So I went to train with him, and then I trained with him all the way up until I went to Germany. And then when I came back, he actually gave me an opportunity to work and train his facility, which was a great opportunity, man. Show nothing but love. Like, no rocky relationship. I ain't got no problem with nobody. It's all respect. So shout out to what he's doing. He's doing great things, and he really, you know, kind of was kind of a mentor without being a mentor. Like, he didn't know it, but I was, you know, picking his brain on how he did his thing, you know. And he's great at what he's do. He great at what he does, and his other trainer, JB, great dudes. I never spoke bad about them. They never spoke bad. You know what I'm saying? It's all good vibes.
It's all love.
But when it comes to the training, man, I'm willing to work with anybody. Like it don't matter. No really goal set. It's just really, whenever I do have these training sessions with these individuals, you know, they're able to get something positive from Coach Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, hey, Coach Wallace, I've never done anything like this before. This is great for me. I've developed as an athlete, or it's my confidence in the game has went up, my IQ in the game has went up. You taught this better than other coaches have taught me. You know, because coaching to me is really being a teacher.
Yeah.
Right side. All right, coming here, going inside. Nigga right outside. Stand on this line all the way through.
So teaching these guys, and even I worked with some female athletes, but teaching those athletes, you know, how to become better at what their sport is. And so there's really no goal. Like I said, I could work with I've started, my youngest I went was 5, and all the way up into the pros. So.
Okay. That's dope. And I'm hoping, you know, you continue to get clients and all of that. Like, I don't know, I just want your brand to grow, and I want you to be bigger than what you are.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Appreciate that.
And you, like I told you before, you are doing something special, and it's dope to see that. Now a lot of trainers, you know, I feel like they training the wrong stuff, and they not training the game of football. And like I say, I will tell you that, you know, you're doing a good job of teaching the game.
Yeah.
Teaching it the right way.
Because you're right, man. There's trainers out there that are teaching kids wrong stuff. You got some, you know, that just, you know, work to get the dollar or train to get the dollar. You got some that's never even played the sport. That's what gets me. Like how you teach something and you never played it, you know, never was successful at it, never started. You know what I'm saying? As a high school player or anything like that. So that's what gets me. But you do have some pretty good trainers out there that's teaching these young athletes, you know, the right way and how to be better athletes at their individual sports. So shout out to those, you know, good trainers.
And you just the newest high school you went to was, what's the name of the high school?
Klein Kane High School. Klein Kane High School.
Okay, there you go. Klein Kane High School. You guys made playoffs this year, right?
Yeah, made the playoffs. Actually, 9-2 overall. One district. We only lost one district game by, what was that? I think 1 point, 1 or 2 points. But we ended up losing that first round of the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah. And you are what are you coaching there?
I'm the freshman DC.
Okay.
And I assist with our defensive coordinator with the safeties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And I'm assuming that coaching staff is quite different from all the other coaching staff. You guys kind of have like is it a winning tradition over there? How's the culture?
Culture, yeah. It's I call it a well-oiled machine.
Okay.
It's a well-oiled machine. Kids are bought in. Kids work hard. Kids love to play. The difference between my last school and the school where I'm at now is the kids' mindset. When they get on that bus and when they step off that bus on game day, they expect to win. Okay. And when you're around a bunch of kids that expect to win, you're gonna have quite a few dogs, you know, in that locker room, and that's what I saw this year, man. Saw a bunch of dogs, saw a bunch of hungry dogs. They knew the expectation. They knew winning was going to be there as long as they, you know, played as a team and did their 1/11th on the field, had fun doing it, worked hard in practice, you know, doing the little things right, that they would see success. Because you coach as well, right? You coached in California, right?
Yep. And so that's the thing. What people don't know is coaching it's not just a job. It becomes a lifestyle.
It becomes a lifestyle, yeah.
You're at the school 8 hours plus a day, and you know, you just basically devoting yourself to not only the team but to the kids there. And it's 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
It don't stop. And
yeah.
I just came to a point where I said that I needed my space. I was kind of like, you know, burnt out of it, but I wasn't burnt out because I still love the game and I want to be around it, but I'm also enjoying my free time. And I imagine with you having kids and a family that, you know, you want to be there to watch your kids grow up and stuff like that. So I know, like, shout out to the fathers and the mothers who stand by the fathers that are coaches, you know, because it's something tough. Like, they don't get a chance to see their kid
every day.
Yeah. You know, like different ceremonies, you know, for awards, sports, they have to miss it sometimes, and it's tough being a coach, and some people don't understand that. So.
All right, ready, go! Here, up. All right, you that time, you felt it, here we go, relax. Now when you land, guys, land in position again. All right, this is why, one more time.
But coaching in Cali, you know, you have all the talks about, you know, Texas football, Florida football, Cali football. What was it like coaching in California?
Oh man, to me, I always put it like this. Yeah, Texas got some good football. Texas got some great football, but I think California football is better. I think Texas has better basketball. It sounds crazy, but that's the way. I've seen both. When it comes to skill-wise, California has the skill set. Texas got the straight brute force, and you know, Texas guys play football. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to straight skill-wise and just athletes, California, man.
California,
bro. That's the way I look at it.
That's another. We could talk about that on another episode.
We can.
There's stats and data that says other.
Yeah, we can. And I'm just saying, like, I'm not taking away from Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Ohio. I'm not taking away from places like that, Georgia. All that's good football, but I just think I think Cali is on top.
More draftees, more.
Look. I think right now Texas might have the edge on a certain thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. We have to get into the details.
They got an edge on everything.
Yeah. See, I can't say that, bro. I'm just telling you what I've seen.
We got the football players and the hoopers. So. That's another episode.
That's another episode. All I'm saying is
our stat sheet.
Yeah, for real. We gotta do our homework. Get in the lab and see. But no, this is dope, man. I'm just happy you came down. For y'all that don't know, he came out to visit us, and he had some type of. I guess you got an award.
Yeah, just an award for being in this coaching thing.
See, and he downplaying it. See, that's what we don't like. We here to get flowers. You don't downplay that. He's here to get an award. Anytime you're getting recognized for something, it's dope. It's a blessing,
It is, and I'm not taking away from it.
Yeah, but don't downplay it. Talking about, man, it's a award. No,
I'm very thankful for it.
Yes.
I'm saying being a part of the ItsKJ, rock program, and I met great people, developed good relationship with other coaches that's all throughout Texas, but talk about that ego where, like, don't let that get to me. Get up there, get the award, smile, take some pictures, and it is what it is, bring it home to the kids.
Okay. Before we get out of here, you did put down an episode. Was it 1 or 2?
Just one.
Okay. You did put down an episode on YouTube. Shout out your YouTube. Tell everybody where they can find you, what to expect, what you got planned, bro. We need to know the future, man. What is up?
So yeah, man. Really, shout outs to you, for being a influence within the social media. You had an idea, you went after it, and you're attacking it, full steam ahead. And so, with what you doing has motivated me, to basically interview athletes and on how a ball changed them, and that ball could have changed them as far as having great character, their grades, being great teammates, building relationships. What is their testimony on how sports changed them? And first episode dropped on my YouTube at Let's Be Great FB. FB stands for football, so that's at Let's Be Great FB.
I'm gonna put it right there.
I'm gonna put it right there, right there.
Yep.
Yeah. So first episode was great.
Let's face it, most of us are going to go in the workforce. You have to know some type of skill if you want to get good money.
It was one of them times like I'm gonna do it. I got this idea, let me do it, and so did it. And the first episode was very good. Get to learn more about those dudes. I coached those dudes for the last 4 years and watched them grow up from freshmen to seniors, and they're going to be graduating this year. All 3 of those guys signed scholarships to go play football at the next level. And so it's just talking about, the ups and downs they went through to get to where they are now as seniors and right before they graduate. So it turned out being good. And the goal with this, man, is really to interview as many athletes as I can, because somebody's story can be similar to somebody else's story. And also somebody's story is going to encourage younger athletes that's coming up whenever they reach the high school level on the do's and the don'ts by the time they get to the high school level. So it's just iron sharpens iron in a sense, and so giving back. So
that's dope. Hey, so for everybody out there, man, go drop a follow. Go subscribe to my boy, man. Go subscribe. He doing something special. And y'all have heard me say this before. Anybody that deal with kids deserve a raise, because they basically dealing with
Amen.
with your kid, with your little menace. They raising your little menace. This is the future. So, like they deserve more. And any chance I get, I'm going to get them their praise, get them their flowers. before we get out of here, man, can you please give the people a little spoken word, words of encouragement, something. Drop them off some knowledge. If you got a Bible verse, anything, just drop us off something.
Drop us off something. I said this on my first episode, like you spoke about earlier, being a role model. You never know who's watching. So whoever's watching, whatever you're doing is going to either encourage somebody or it's going to discourage somebody. And so if if you're being watched by somebody, you always want to do something that's going to encourage somebody to do something. So that's my token.
Dope. Well, man, I appreciate having you, man. Appreciate you, man. We got to tap in more. We've got plans to go. Well, it's been plans to link up, but it never made it out the group chat. I don't think it will make it out the group chat. I don't know when.
It did one time. It made it one time.
Yeah, and that was a great trip.
Yeah.
But I don't know when the next time I'll see this guy. But what I do know is this can't be the last time that we do this.
Oh yeah.
It really can't. We got to figure out ways to, sit down ways to make this happen, because I'm big on support.
Yeah.
Me too. and I'm supporting you, man. Like, I want you to get this thing up and running, and I wish you well, man. I wish you well. This is, if anybody knows, doing YouTube, TikTok, any type of social media, anything, it's tough. It's not easy. And so I'd advise you to just support your people, man. Support your people, and hopefully my platform is big enough to get him off the ground, and get him started. Well, he's already off the ground, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he need more. You need more. Everybody need more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I hope, I can do my part, and if it's anything I can do to help, just let me know, man. Just let me know. So appreciate you for coming. We're gonna give you your flowers now, and thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all. So y'all be cool how y'all be cool. Y'all be smooth how y'all be smooth.
Lately I've been thankful for the things that I got. Ducking dodge the streets, I can't get treated by my spot.